Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Melissa, and I am a full time teacher. I teach fifth grade at a cyber school here in Pennsylvania. So, welcome, everybody. I am so excited to have you all joining me today. I am going to talk about some skills that teachers already have that lend well to earning money in the online world. So, teachers have a lot of skills. Teachers do a lot of stuff in the course of the day, but there are three particular skills that are just perfect. They go seamlessly without making money online, particularly digital marketing, which is what I've done. So, a little bit about my backstory. I told you I teach elementary school. This is my 27th year. It seems crazy. I can't believe it's been 27 years already that I have been teaching. I've taught pretty much every grade in elementary school. And about a year ago, I realized it was time for a change because I was working. Teachers, we give it all to our students. We bring work home, right? And I realized I wasn't getting anywhere. The cost of everything was rising, but my paycheck wasn't going up. My paycheck was pretty much staying the same every year. Okay, maybe $100 more every year, but nothing significant, right? Does not go along with the rising costs of everything. I mean, that is just crazy. So I realized I needed to do something about that. And I wasn't willing to go get a part time job and be away from my family because I already felt like I wasn't seeing my kids enough in the day with working full time. So I found that I could earn money online with a perfect system, a done for you system called the Legacy Builders Program. It literally was like a business in a box. It gave me everything I needed to start my own business. I know when I was looking into digital marketing and making money online, I never thought that I would be starting my own business. But here I am. I have my own business. Um, and it really just opened my eyes to what digital marketing was, what it entailed, and how I could grow that business. So started me from the ground up. I didn't need tech skills. I didn't need followers. I wasn't begging friends and family to buy from me. It showed me how I could earn in a way that I felt comfortable with. So if you're looking for that, the link to get into that is in the description if you want to check out that Legacy Builders program. And there's also a link to my free community for teachers. So if you're a teacher and you're looking to get in with a community of teachers who are also thinking about that move to the digital side of things, you can check out both links in my description. Now, to get back to those three skills, I told you teachers have three skills that make them absolutely perfect for moving to the digital world, specifically with digital marketing. The first one, I am going to peek at my notes here. The first one is communication. I mean, teachers are amazing at communication, right? We communicate a lot throughout the day. We communicate with students, with other teachers, with parents, with administrators. There's a whole lot of communication going on. We also, with that communication, we are really good at explaining things, right? We're really good at explaining things. If a student doesn't understand something when we say it one way, we're able to pivot and say it in a different way because right, not everybody learns in the same way. You might need to have a different approach. You might need to come at it a different way so that they understand it. So we're good at thinking on our toes and explaining things in multiple ways. We're also able to break things down. So take a huge topic, right, and break it down, making it easier to understand, putting it in manageable steps for people to follow. And last, I mean, we're teachers. So, hey, we're good at teaching, right? That's a skill right there. A lot of people don't have that skill. They don't know how to teach, right? They have all the information here, but they're not able to express it. That is where we already have that skill. We are masters at that skill of teaching. So that is skill number one. That is the communication skill. And I wanted to, let's see, to try to, that is skill number one right there. Communication, knowing how to explain things clearly, break things down, and teach people. That's skill number one. Now we're going to move on to skill number two, because I told you we had 3 skills that make us amazing. So skill number one was our communication skills, which again, we're amazing at that. Another thing teachers are really good at is organization and planning, right? Classrooms are pretty organized. I know I've seen like the different realms of that, right? Some teachers are uber organized. Everything is in a box. Everything is labeled and in its spot. But even the teachers that aren't super, super diligent and organized, they have organization as well. Okay, we all have organization as teachers. We have things in certain spots. We know where they are. We know what we need. We know what we're going to pull out. The classroom is set up for the kids to be able to find things, to go and get things independently. That organization is going to be super beneficial in the online world. We also are really good at planning, organization and planning. We're pretty good at planning stuff out, right? You have to do your schedule of the day, right? I mean, that's given to you by admin, just a loose schedule, but you have your other things that you add in there, the transitions, planning those transitions out. So all of that fits in there. And the cool thing about all of this, we're really good at lesson plans, right? There's things we have to write that are required for us to write. We write up lesson plans, weekly lesson plans, daily lesson plans. The thing that's cool about this is it translates over to digital marketing because we are creating content. So when you're here with in the digital marketing world, you're creating content, you're creating those little videos or the longer videos if you're on YouTube, the videos that you're going to share. You're posting them on social media. You're not begging anybody to buy from you, right? You're just posting them out there so people can see you. People can learn what you're here to say, okay? So lesson planning, content planning go hand in hand. You have to plan out what you're going to say, right? You need to figure out, okay, what am I talking about? What's my objective, right? What's the objective of my video? Or the topic of my video, and plan it all out. What are you going to talk about? Break it down, just like I did here with the 3 skills. Break it down, make it manageable for people to take in. Okay, so that's your planning part. And classroom management, yeah, we all have it. Classroom management is just like being able to talk to your clients, right? Your potential customers, the people that are looking to buy from you. That's same thing. Just being able to talk to them, just like you do, just like you have your classroom set and everybody has a role kind of, right? Everything runs smoothly. You have that schedule set. It works well with your clients too. So have that schedule set for when things are happening. If you have a community like I do, remember I have a teacher community. The link is in my description if you want to check out and join that teacher community. I have that community. Different things happen at different times within my community as well. There are different places you can go. So when people come in, they can go and they can learn about mindset. They could go and learn about my affiliate links and the things that I use. They can go and they can watch replays of videos I've made, of trainings I've done, right? That all fits in there with that organization and planning. Okay, that's all organized. And I'll show this one. I can't really hide the rest. So I was going to try to hide everything along the way here, so you don't get a sneak peek ahead here. So skill 2, organization and planning. My light is in the way there. All right. So we've talked about communication. We've talked about organization and planning. We have one more left. The last one is relationship building. Teachers, we are good at this. We build relationships with our students every year. And it starts over every year, right? Because you get a new class every year. You need to get to know your students. You get to learn, what is their learning style? What works well with them? Do they work well with others? Do they need extra support in math? Maybe reading is a struggle for them, right? So you're taking in all this information, right, of usually 25 students at a time at the beginning of the year. And you're beginning to form those relationships as you learn about the kids. You learn their likes and your dislikes, or their likes and dislikes. They learn yours as well. So you begin to build that community within your classroom. I love that part. I love having that community that you've built. By the end of the year, it is just you're like a family because you all know each other. You can joke around with each other, be silly, but you also know like what each other needs. And the kids, I taught fifth grade the past 2 years. So at that level, the kids are able to help each other out. They know who might struggle with something. They know who might need more support. They give each other that positive feedback, that positive talk. We talk a lot about mindset in my classroom, right? And everybody's strengths are different, but we can all help each other out. That's a big thing I push in my classroom. So to go along with the relationship building, so I talked a lot about students. You also are communicating with parents, right? You communicate with parents on a daily, weekly basis, depending how your school does it. You have parent-teacher conferences several times throughout the year where you sit down with the teacher, talk about how, sorry, I'm talking from the parent. I started talking from the parent. The teacher sits down with the parent and discusses their student, right? And you've probably had it, if you have kids, you've had that flip side where you sit down and you learn from the teacher what is going on with your child in the classroom and how they're doing. So you also are talking to your colleagues, right? You probably talk to your colleagues every day. You have your teacher besties, right? The people you hang out with, people you eat lunch with, people that, the other teachers where you go hang out in their rooms when the kids aren't there. Sometimes when the kids are there. And you just kind of talk and share ideas and come up with some really cool things to do, whether it be in the same grade level or across grade levels, right? You plan different things that you can do together. So all of that is relationship, right? All of that falls into relationship. So in digital marketing, this is called networking, learning and growing, right? Reaching out to other people. In my community right now, I am looking for guest speakers to come in and talk about some different things with members of my community. So I am researching who's really good at mindset, who would be a great person to have come in and talk about mindset, who would be a great person to come in and talk about teachers that have turned entrepreneurs. Who's a good person to talk about finance? So I have all of these listed, all these things going through my head. And now I'm starting to reach out, right? So now I am networking. I'm reaching out. I was looking up names, doing my research. Who do I want, right? Who aligns with my values? And I'm starting to reach out to these people. That's networking, growing, kind of like growing your friends list, right? Like growing who you know, and you're helping each other out. Because if I'm having somebody come talk in my community, we're helping out. It's a two-way street here. So I'm doing something to help them out as well. So it's pretty cool. Usually when I have somebody come talk, they'll give me an affiliate link for something, maybe a book they've written, a product they have. And with an affiliate link, I earn a part of a commission. So with every sale they get. So I'm helping to spread the word about them and what they're doing. And I'm getting a little bit of a kickback for that. So just some extra little tips thrown in there about how to make money in the online world. affiliate marketing is helpful as well. So I gave you 3 skills that you already have as a teacher. You have great communication skills. You have awesome organizational skills, and you are the boss at building relationships, whether it's with students, with other teachers, with parents. You build relationships all the time. Okay, so there are your 3 skills, my teacher friends. So you can put those to good use as a in the digital world as well. Pretty amazing there. So if you would like more information, first of all, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't lose me out there in cyber world. So you can keep coming back for tips. I am just getting started in the YouTube world. I do have a few videos. I am going to start going live every day and just giving valuable information like this. So hopefully some of you are watching the recorded version as well. I know a lot of you are probably at work, especially if you're a teacher right now. You might be working, you might be teaching summer school, but make sure you watch the recording, definitely if you're a teacher, and start learning about that digital world, especially if it's something you're curious about. Really start researching. And that's what I did when I was curious. And I wanted to make that extra income because I know as teachers, that's something we are all looking for, is that extra income without taking more time away from our family. And this is one way to do it. So don't forget, in my description, I have a link to the free blueprint. That free blueprint is going to show you step by step how to build your own online business without spending a dime. So that's how you do it on your own, right? It walks you through how to do it on your own. That's the free blueprint. And when you go, when you sign up for that, you also drop your email to me. So then you're on my email list. So you'll get my emails from me. You can also ask me questions. You can join my free teacher community. I am looking to grow that. Again, I just started that as well. I'm looking to grow that. When I hit 50 members, those first 50 members are my OGs, my originals. You guys will never pay a dime for anything on my website. So get in there. Make sure you're one of the first 50. And if you're a teacher and you know other teachers that are also kind of thinking about this, let them know about the Digital Teacher Hub, which is my free community. Get them in there as well. Once we hit 50 members, I will start adding some paid things and you will get some affiliate links so you can start earning as well. So hopefully this taught you a few things. If you thought you weren't cut out for the digital world, you've learned you are. You have a lot of skills. I just named 3 skills. You have so many skills that will carry over to the digital world. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you all back tomorrow. Bye.